This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that hype button. Let's get right into the news. All right, so Black Thought of The Roots announces that The Roots will be dropping another album. Now, The Roots, I don't know who's gonna, I'm gonna be honest with you, this is a classic group. They've been on, what was it, on Jimmy Fallon, right? They're the band for Jimmy Fallon. And they've been doing that for the past 10, 15 years, right? We haven't gotten an album from them. They're obviously legendary, but are they going to have the major push? Isn't it risky to drop an album now? They don't have that many monthly listeners. A lot of people just look at them as TV show hosts now. I'm talking about a newer generation. They didn't experience the Roots from back in the day, and they had big money budgets back in the day. Even though they were kind of a foundational type of hip hop group, if that makes any sense to you. They're not super commercial, but they're kind of underground but commercial at the same time. I don't know what they'll do. We'll have to see. Now 50 Cent announced recently that he wouldn't try to drop another album. That's not even in his, that's no. Let's see, how old is Black Thought? Black Thought is 52. Now 50 Cent's 50, right? 50 Cent age, he's 50, right? 51. So it says, he says, yo, I'm not trying, I drop singles here and there once in a while to just show people I can do it. But dropping a whole album, you're not supposed to be best at anything at 60. You're supposed to be kind of this is a young man's game. It's for the younger kids. That's why he, promotes a lot of younger artists, he's not trying to compete. Jay-Z's trying to compete with Drake. Drake's 15 to 20 years younger than Jay-Z. Jay-Z's almost 60. 50 Cent has a better, look, Rick Ross just dropped and flopped. Did a belly flop. It was so bad. It was triple plastic. Okay, it was trash. All right. He had some decent songs on there, but nothing that you want to listen to. I would never listen to those songs again. To be honest with you, it was a cool album, not memorable, and that's the problem with a lot of albums that drop now. The Game's album is better than Rick Ross's album to me. And he has Drake on there. A lot of people don't like that, but hey, it is what it is. The Game, let's see what his numbers are looking like, though. I wonder what his numbers are looking like. I don't expect him to sell that much either, to be honest with you. He has a lot of, Kendrick and all these guys hate him, bro. I'm going to be honest. It's pretty obvious at this point. Not bad. First day numbers. A lot of the songs did over 100,000 for the first day. So we'll see. The song with Drake obviously did the most at 211,000 streams. And that's just after, this is a day's numbers, I'm pretty sure. So we'll see what it does by Wednesday. At this rate, I think he would do 30,000 the first week, maybe 40,000. We'll see. Probably 30. But maybe I could be wrong. But, the 50 Cent says, I'm not going to drop and just not sell. It's not the same, at least he's keeping it real. He can sell out shoes and he can go on tour and stuff like that, worldwide tour. But he's not going to act like people are going to buy a new 50 Cent album and be into it, And then he said, whenever he hears artists say, I did this album for me, it's well, why am I listening to it? Why am I listening to it then? It should have been in your hard drive so you can listen to it if you did it for you. Someone rehashed this thing where DMX was on with Fatman Scoop, and they were going over the best rappers. Fatman Scoop named Lloyd Banks, and DMX was like, whoa. Lloyd Banks is in this? And Fatman Scoop was like, hell yeah. And he's like, I don't know about that. You can't name no rhymes. What he really meant was Tony Yayo. Banks reacted and said, I have no clue why he's coming at me like this. God bless him. And he says, so I didn't come to the studio to work when he reached out. Now I'm not good. But then DMX says, oh, it takes a real man to admit when I'm wrong. My apologies to Lloyd Banks. I was thinking of Tony Yayo when I was asked about Banks. I mess with Banks. He says Tony Yayo's trash. Tony Yayo was never really the best rapper. He's more of like part of G Unit and you're into his energy and everything, you know? Well, Joe Budden recently kept it real about the Claressa Shields fight. It was a reality show fight. Zeus sponsored it. You got a lot of reality show artists there, and like really, it's almost like they gave the tickets away for free to fill up the stadium, and they had a lot of celebrities come through. They had an incentive of something for a lot of celebrities to come through. Claressa Shields didn't like to hear that, even though Joe Budden said Claressa Shields is bigger than this and she should have a bigger event. Of course, Shields says, this clown didn't even watch the fight. Zeus Network T and Dazn Boxing had separate fighters. Zeus fighters fought first. Then we had real fighters fight on Dazn. Myself and Kay Scott, Co-Main, Troy Isley, Joe Hicks, Caro Vare, Bernice Ferreira. 17,000 fans spent their hard-earned money to come and support me. Well, what about everybody else? Look good. These biggest celebs were out in the house. You hating, Joe Budden. How about you don't speak on me? I don't even know you. My name is Solidified. I'm the best at what I do. Yeah, I don't think she's fighting the best fighters, though. I'm going to be honest with you. I think she's handpicking who she knows she can beat, to be honest. But, hey, what do I know about boxing? I don't know anything. Claressa Shields is very insecure. I saw a clip recently. She loves going on live. She brought Papoose back some leftovers, and Papoose said, yeah, I don't want that. I'm good. She says, well, what are you on your period? He says, are you on live talking to me like that? He checked her real quick. Like, yo, get your act together. You know, and she just, like, felt stupid. Because, like, why are you talking to your fans and starting a beef with your side man? Wendy Williams spotted out in NYC. People said, what do you have a message to the fans? She says, I want out of this. She's being still. These people are having control over her and her finances. Is very weird. Nobody helps her. TMZ tried to help her, but I don't know. Big Meech says he passed on Gucci Man So Icy. Because he thought Gucci Man was charging too much. This is a man that was throwing money at strippers in the strip club. He would throw like 20 grand, 40 grand. How much could Gucci have wanted? You know? Like, this is a man that wasted millions of dollars in the strip club. And he's like, I should have just bought the song and made it bigger, the So Icy song. Exactly. If you wanted to make it in rap, like he was trying to, you should have bought the song and put it out. But he didn't. He spent millions of dollars on young, what's his name? Blue Da Vinci. And there's nothing to show for it. Like, Big Meech just, like, doesn't make sense sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, I thought he was trying to charge me too much because he knew I had money. Well, bro, don't flash your money around like that then. I don't know. TDE Macwops went off on the game. He says, for playing with K-Dot's name. Going on to say that Game is more of an actor. He's not really like that. Who the hell is this guy? This guy's living out of a hotel room. By the airport, probably. Yo, listen. Kendrick and TDE just, for some reason, they don't like Game. Even though Game helped them. Fujiano is free and says, I ain't no 1017. Street Juice put this up. He says, that's over with. I'm not 1017. Man, we already know that, bro. Calm down. And then Big Bank goes skydiving and gets pegged by a white man. Look at this. The white man's on his back. No man's ever gonna ride me like that. Hell nah, bro. Bro, his butt to pelvis is crazy, bro. And Keisha Kayor sends love to QCP, who's still in the hospital recovering from his heart attack. She says, we're all praying for you and standing strong with faith. We know you're a fighter, and we believe with all of our hearts that you're going to pull through this. You are covered by the blood of Jesus. May God place his healing hands over you, restore your strength, and bring you back to everyone who loves you. Keep fighting, P. We're all fighting with you. I hope he makes it through. He's probably in a coma right now. That's sad, man. See, it can happen to anybody, man. Anyways, this is Jordan Tao with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. I'll check you guys in the next one. Peace.